Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy GlowStick, and it has been a while. It has been a hot minute. Where have I been? Man, I have been working 80 hours a week. I now run a Walmart, and I know a lot of people are going to be like, man, you work at Walmart, whatever. There's a lot of money you can make at Walmart. I'll just go ahead and say that right now. I am in charge of a Walmart, so that is where all my focus is going. If anybody strangely lives near the Asheville area of North Carolina, I will hire you on the spot just about, because we cannot find any help. The more help I can get, the more videos I can produce. But I think last time I made a video, I was at like 4,000 subscribers, and we've hit 11,000 followers. That is absolutely freaking awesome. I just want to say thank y'all for smashing the like buttons on a lot of my videos and giving me the support. I am really sorry I haven't been able to upload as much as I'd like to. I am working like 80 hours a week. I just don't have the time. I'll just be honest with you. I don't want to give this up though. I don't want to let y'all down. I want to keep, pursuing this pathway as well. But today I am going to be doing something a whole lot different. As a lot of y'all might know, I am a huge Carolina Panthers fan. And I'll be honest, last year, I didn't think we were going to win but one ball game. We actually outperformed my predictions. And this year, I have some crazy bold predictions. Y'all are going to be absolutely calling me crazy. But I promise, a year from now, you're going to be like, wow, this guy really predicted that the Carolina Panthers are going to be Super Bowl champions back then. I know, before you click off the video, go ahead and smash the like button, because I'm about to give you some straight up facts. Let's start off with quarterback. Now we don't have Teddy Bridgewater, Teddy Broken Bridgewater. The man was so unclutch in game-winning drives last year. He was 0 for 8. The Panthers are really, they weren't that bad of a team. And if you take those 8 different games and, put a couple more in our favor, we would have easily been a playoff team. And, we could have really competed with arguably, a team that shouldn't have even been in the picture for any wins at all. Going into last season, a lot of analysts were saying we were going to get the #1 draft pick going in, but we didn't end up with Trevor Lawrence. So, new quarterback situation. We have Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold is still younger than Joe Burrow. Sam Darnold has years of experience in the NFL. He was under Adam Gase, who is a terrible offensive coordinator. Ask Ryan Tannehill. He is now getting paid big money. He couldn't do anything under Ryan Gase. Or Adam Gase, whatever the heck his name is. But you're going to look at Sam Darnold as the next chosen one. He's going to come out. He's going to be putting up Josh Allen numbers. I'm saying that right now. If you look at his offensive threats, you have Christian McCaffrey, arguably the greatest running back in the NFL. He really didn't play much last season. He played like 2 games. He was injured for a majority of it. The year before that, he had like 58% of all of our offensive snaps went to him. So he is the biggest part of our offense. He is coming back. He's going to get the ball a lot. He's going to help a young Sam Darnold, develop on the little check downs, all that stuff. But Sam Darnold has an arm. That's why he is here. That's why he's better than Teddy Bridgewater. And look at his offensive threats. We have Robbie Anderson, who, when the two of them played up in New York, Robbie had over 1,000 yards receiving. The two of them have great chemistry. They both back each other up great. Then we also have DJ Moore. His first 3 seasons in the NFL, he's had over 1,000 yards receiving. The two of them, you got 2,000-yard receivers between the two of them. And then McCaffrey, who was coming off of the year prior to last year, 1,000 yards receiving out of the backfield. That is 3 crazy options. We also picked up David Moore, who was a key factor for the Seattle Seahawks on the wide receiver depth. And then with our second round pick, we picked up Terrace Marshall Jr. So we have crazy receivers. We also picked up the South Carolina receiver as a possessional receiver like Shi Smith. Sam Darnold, he's got the weapons. He's got no excuse. You can say with the New York Jets, he did not have the offense to actually, be able to show off his capabilities. This team's got so many offensive threats. He should be able to get it done. We also picked up the tight end for Arizona. Not like a huge name, but I think he had like 600 yards receiving last year. So we actually have a receiving tight end now. Last year we did not have one whatsoever. But let's jump on to the offensive line. This is where, we could potentially fail. If you look at the offensive line, we have some bad gaps. We did get Moton back, which was arguably one of the top tackles in the NFL last year. We drafted a guy in the 3rd round who they're predicting as a starter right off the gate. They're even saying if he is a guard rather than a tackle, he could be an all-pro. So I'm pretty excited about that. We also got Dwayne Brown out of Alabama. The guy did not give up a sack his entire time at Alabama. That's pretty crazy. They're saying he could be a day one starter as well. So we could have 2 rookies on the offensive line starting. And then we have, a few players that brought back John Miller. Some people that, a lot of people aren't going to know the names. We do have some cap space. So I'm expecting us to at least go for depth on the offensive line. But that's our offense there. We have a great quarterback coming in. I'm excited about it. We got one of the best running backs in the league. And then we have arguably one of the top wide receiving corps in the league as well, as having 4 receivers that really could start for any team. Now let's jump onto the defensive side of the ball. So let's go back to last year. We had 7 draft picks. We spent them all on the defensive side. This year we focus on defense as well. Our defensive line is going to be absolutely scary. I'm saying this right now. Carolina's front 7 might be the best in the NFL. I'm just putting it out there. Hassan Reddick, we signed him. He had 12.5 sacks last year. Coming back, he's playing for Matt Rule. Matt Rule has known to be turning around college programs. The first year they have an okay season. The second year they always ball out. And this is the second season with Carolina. I'm expecting something absolutely crazy this season. You got Hassan Reddick on one side. You got Brian Burns, who is an absolute monster. I personally think he is the best pass rusher the Panthers have had since Julius Peppers. So you got them 2 coming around the outsides, 2 crazy pass rushers. In the middle, we got Derek Brown, our first-round draft pick last year. The man was the 3rd highest double-team defensive tackle in the NFL, right behind, I think it was like Aaron Donald and maybe the Dominic Sue. But we have him there. And then we picked up Tennessee's defensive tackle. We also have a few other guys. I saw that we might go back and sign Kawan Short. That'd be pretty awesome. But our front 4 is going to be sick. We also signed some depth. I think his name's Morgan Fox. He balled out for the Rams at defensive end. We also just have a few other people that we have brought in those areas. And then our linebackers, we still have Shaq Thompson. The guy's got to do better this season. Last year it was kind of a letdown. Everybody thought that maybe he would be able to come in and fill Luke's role or maybe even Thomas Davis's role. And that has just not been the case. But we have him. He's a solid player, not a spectacular one like everybody was expecting. But then we signed Perryman, a hard-hitting linebacker. I'm excited to have this man back there. But we got them 2, awesome players. We also got, a couple other people at the linebacker core that we've signed. However, the exciting part for me is our defensive backs. Man, we have not had a great defensive back set in forever. And now we got AJ Bouye. I love the man. He is going to be a lockdown corner on one side. We're bringing back Dante Jackson. Dante's got to, live up to the hype a little bit more. But in my opinion, he's our third best cornerback, and for the 3rd best cornerback potentially being a number 1 corner for a specific team, I'm loving it. I mean, now we got J.C. Horn. From what they're saying from training camp, this guy is looking like one of the best players on the team. They're saying this guy has the potential to be a Hall of Famer. I am so excited. I know going into the draft, His physical attributes are right there with Jalen Ramsey. They were like the top 2 in the last like 60 years with their physical attributes and their size and their speed and all that crazy stuff. So we have a shutdown corner. And then my boy Jeremy Chin, who was, I think, the best defensive player in the league last year for rookies. He has now moved to safety where he is used to. I'm thinking the man's going to be the next Ed Reed. I'm just being honest with you. With him and J.C. Horn and AJ Bouye, we have such a crazy defensive back lineup. And if Dante Jackson can finally perform to how I think he could, the Carolina Panthers team, man, that front 7, they're going to get a lot of pressure, and it's just going to be pick city. We have a lot of speed in a lot of areas, and we still have cap space. So I'm expecting us to go after some depth. Maybe we can get another safety beside Jeremy Chin, Justin Burris. You know, he's okay, but if we can get another superstar, man, I am absolutely loving this team. I even saw maybe something like going for like Richard Sherman, just someone else, you know, to throw up in the lineup. Get some I don't know, someone that can motivate the young fellas, you know, one of them older guys that knows what it takes to win. I'm absolutely excited to see how this team does. I'm predicting right now we're not going to win the NFC South. I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will end up having the best record. However, if you look at the NFC South, okay, we have an old Matt Ryan. We have a Saints without Drew Brees. Along with Matt Ryan, I mean, he's not even going to have Julio Jones. That right there, you know, that's 2 teams I think that we could easily beat every time we meet up with them. And then we have such a crazy pass rush. I'm really expecting us to give Tampa Bay, you know, a run for their money. Maybe win one of the 2 games, split the series, put us enough to go in as a wild card. A lot of times the wild card teams, you know, end up going to the Super Bowl if you look at the facts, and I really think that we have great potential there. We go in, we have such a nasty line, and if our secondary actually plays the way I think they're going to end up playing, our offense really isn't going to have to do a whole lot. And our offense, I think, is going to be top 5 in the NFL next year. I'm super excited to see how everything plays out. I do think we're going to get in as a wild card team. However, I don't see us losing when it actually matters. I 100% have faith in Matt Rule. I think he is doing a great job with the program, and I'm excited to see what they do with the extra cap space. I know next year a lot of players are saying like, hey, like I would love to be a Carolina Panther long term. They see, you know, Matt Rule is actually turning around the program. One of them, for instance, is DJ Moore. He is really, you know, talking about how he wants to be a long-term player. Robbie Anderson's another one that's talked about being a long-term player. Like, I am super excited to see what direction we go from here. But I am fully confident that we are going to be Super Bowl champions. If you disagree with me, let me know below. Maybe we'll have to toss some money on it. I don't know, you know, if YouTube's going to freak out over me saying that. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know who you think is going to be the Super Bowl champions and why. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to smash the like button. It really helps me out. I know I haven't uploaded in 3 months. So a lot of new faces. A lot of people are going to be like, who the heck is this guy? Why is this guy talking to me? Yada, yada, yada. But just let me know. That's pretty much it. Y'all have a blessed day.